Fanta, I went to what I thought was a book club today. What it turned out to be was a scrapbooking club. I did not see the word scrap on the poster at the library. Somebody had stapled Domino's pizza coupons right over the poster, which I thought was real rude. But I found myself in a living room with 5 scissors-wielding evangelical women and pictures of their children at Great America, and I thought, how am I going to get out this living room? I did not know what I was going to do. And then a fella showed up, and he was real different. He was real different. He was working on a collage he wanted to show us, and it was called his Memento Mori. Memento Mori. Memento Mori. Now that's Latin for be mindful of death, because we're all going to die. We are all going to die. His project, it had spider webs, and he had glued on a dead moth. And what he was looking for was a mouse skull. He was trying to find a mouse skull for his project, and this bunch of ladies there, they had ribbons, they had rickrack, sequins, a lot of sequins, glitter, but not mouse skulls. He told us he had looked online, and he had found a mouse skull at a science supply store, and they were going to charge $15 plus shipping for a clean mouse skull and deliver it right to his door. He thought that was too expensive because he said mice are vermin, and so he thought a mouse skull should cost about 20 cents. And I could not believe that. I thought he was being real cheap because you don't want the whole mouse. You just want the skull, and you want it to look nice. And one of the ladies in the group, she was a substitute teacher, and she had just told her class all about owl pellets. She really liked owls. She had an owl on her sweatshirt, and she told us that she had owl pot holders and things of that nature at home. And she suggested that this fellow go out to a barn somewhere and find an owl pellet, take apart the owl pellet, because there's liable to be a mouse skull in the owl pellet. Because the owls, they eat all kinds of rodents, and then they just throw it up, just like a cat. I wanted to tell him that this is not Taylor ham, and it's going to cost you more than $15 plus shipping to drive out the city and find a barn and dig around in the barn until you find an owl pellet that has a mouse skull in there. You don't know what kind of skull you're going to find in there. You might find a shrew or a vole. A vole is another option. But you don't know what you're going to find, and it's not going to look pretty. It's not going to look pretty for your art project. I think $15 plus shipping is a fair price for a clean mouse skull.